Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Palmisano here, and welcome back to another lesson reaction analysis video from the Grateful Dead from Cornell 1977. As you know, I'm going to be doing one of these tracks from this album every couple videos or so until we've done them all as a thank you to you guys, all you Grateful Dead lovers and subscribers to the channel and my website, guitargate.com, who have been overwhelmingly supportive of me learning this new music, and two, because it's the holy grail, apparently, of Dead shows. And while there's no video, I feel like it is my duty as someone, and I do it very happily and willingly, to listen to this whole thing front to back and post videos of it. So while I clearly know this song, I have not heard this version. So without further ado, here we go. This is Loser. This is Cornell 77. Again, the sound quality from this recording is exceptional. Right away, you hear Phil walking around. You hear the jangle of Bobby. Crystal clear. I can't say that enough, that the first thing that stands out to me from this being only my second track that I've listened to from this record is just the amazing sound quality. You really hear everyone. And in a band like this where everyone's playing together, where the sum is absolutely greater than the parts, it makes all the difference.
If I had a gun for every ace I've drawn, I could own a town the size of Abilene. Don't you push me, baby, 'cause I'm lonely alone. No, I'm only in it for the gold.
All those little pieces, everybody's playing off each other. There's those little Bobby pieces of the, they just go right with the. Let me go over some of this harmony for you, for those that might not be familiar. The tonal center in this bad boy is A minor. So that lick in the beginning is just to play, and this is a total Jerryism, going up to the fifth, slipping and sliding on by that flat 5, right? And then going back down, minor third, and then fifth, flat 7, root of your A minor. Now your other chords in here, you have this walk down C, G over B, A minor 7, G major. But then you'll also get a D, and then it does modulate to an A in there in the chorus. Let's keep going. Let's not get stuck in the weeds. Let's listen.
All that I am asking for is 10 gold dollars. I can pay you back with one good hand. You can look up round about the wide world.
That I love when Phil does that. When they go to the D there and it brightens up, you could look around about for the right world over, and it goes to a D major before it starts the descending walk down back to the land of minor. He comes in with that F sharp, leading with the third, not the root. Yeah, I know it's little stuff, but it's the little stuff that makes it.
Never find another honest man.
What a great song.
That's a bad deal in the country. That's a bad deal in the town. But you go money where your love is, baby. Before you let my deal go down.
Hear Phil walk down there and the whole band get quiet.
Won't you push me, baby? 'Cause I'm moaning low. I know a little something you won't ever know.
Harmonic.
No,
You hear that in the back? That There's so much little stuff happening.
don't you touch hard liquor, just a cup of cold coffee. Gonna get up in the morning and go. Everybody's breaking
Everybody.
and drinking that wine. I can tell the queen of diamonds by the way she shines. Come to daddy on an inside street. When I've got no chance of losing this time. When I've got no chance of losing this time. When I've got no chance of losing this time.
All right, I know Jerry's about to go into it here. I just love this song. The desperation of the gambler, you know, the stories that we all hear about people that have that gambling problem. I can just win it back with just one good hand, a cup of coffee, no hard liquor. I have no chance of losing this time. Says it 3 times. I have no chance of losing this time. Listen, I have no chance of losing this time. And then you hear the desperate solo. You hear Jerry. I know it's coming. I just know it's coming. That you're going to hear this man's desperate voice. See, that's what people don't get about Jerry Garcia. That's what I never got for years. At least not the electric guitar Jerry Garcia, because I loved banjo Jerry, because I was into bluegrass. Is that you're not hearing incredible technical proficiency, which of course is there, but that's not the key takeaway. You're not hearing exotic scale usage and really tasteful, use of chord tones versus licks, which of course is there, but that's not what you're hearing. What you're hearing is the desperate man's soul screaming, and it's offbeat. It lingers over the bar lines. It doesn't quite always come out all the way. He's pinch harmonicking the entire solo to get that crying effect to come through, right? And you don't know if the dude's gonna make it. And this is this dude pleading, I have no chance of losing this time. I've got no chance. It's the last good deal in the country, right? And that's the key takeaway with Jerry. You don't love this stuff because you're listening to perfection. You love this stuff because you love the imperfection because of how human it is, about how human the playing sounds. It sounds like the sound of this dude, the desperation in his soul. With that being said, let's go back and get some of this. Because, shockingly, shocker, we're guitar players. Yeah, so I don't have the right tone. He's pinch harmonicking everything, right? So meaning you instead of playing, you're getting that. So I don't have the right sound, but that's how he's coaxing it out of the amp. He's jacked up on stage. It's loud. He's got a bunch of pedals. I'm plugged in direct because my kids are sleeping upstairs, and that's the life we live. We're quarantined right now. But that's how he's getting that sound. Walking up, A, going down to that G, the flat 7, then going up to C, the minor third of A, and then bending through and landing on the fourth of D, right? So A minor, the land of A minor. But when it gets to that D, that's when the chord goes to D. So you're wandering through here. You're landing on a chord tone, and that's key to the hope in the desperation, is to push through things, create that little squeal. But when you do land on a chord tone, or if you miss it, bend up through it, so you always get that feeling like you got one more card coming, right? That's what I get from Jerry. I just love it so much. Because it's not guitar playing. You're hearing the dude. You're hearing him. Yeah. So bending up through it, the 4 to the 5. Doing a pedal steel bend, so keeping your pinky on that G, which is the flat 7 of A. Yeah. So, typical A minor here. 4, flat, 3, 2, root. Again, my phrasing's not exactly right. But the point here is that this is not heavy, crazy theory changing a bunch of stuff. It's the touch, the feel, the tone of the delivery. He's becoming this dude. That's what I hear. There it is. There's that D. So this time on the D, he's bending the root of A, right? So bending the key center. Now when you do that, that's how you really, I mean, you gotta push all the way through to that 9, unless you're really just trying to get that real sound of sadness, because there's a lot of tension between this and that half step above the root. So if you give it that little bit, then when you land on A, when it goes over the D chord, that's a chord tone. 5th of D, right? Again, so same thing here. You notice that part has got that extra longingness to it. Yeah, that. It's because he's ending it on A now, but again, he's pushing through the root. All you beginning improvisers out there, you're going to have your teachers tell you, and every book's going to say, don't bend the root. Or if you do, you got to get up to the next chord tone because you're so close to the, right? But if you get a pinch harmonic and you squeal through it, I mean, it sounds like crying. Sounds like crying, which is what you're going for here. I love that. This time A, B, C, but ending on G. So almost like you're suspending to a G major chord. I mean, he's staying all right there. But all the pinch harmonics get you all those overtones. That just make it scream.
Tell the queen of diamonds by the way she shines.
Best lyric ever.
Come to daddy on the inside straight. Well, I've got no chance of losing this time. Well, I've got no chance of losing this time. Well, I've got no chance of losing this time.
See, that's the magic right there. Yes, the sound is great. Yes, the band is on fire here. Yes, it's a killer song, a gambling tune with amazing lyrics where you can see the guy at the table. You understand, I can tell the Queen of Diamonds by the way she shines. He knows it. This is his life, right? He's got all the mantras, like can't have liquor anymore. We're switching to coffee, right? I got no chance of losing this time. I can pay you back with one good hand. I mean, you get it. You see this guy at the table. You know he's slunched over like this. Or maybe sometimes he's faking it, you know what I mean? And he's got to get himself together, but his body language and everything is going out. It's all leaving him, right? He expects it to be taken away, but he's telling himself and telling everybody else that he's borrowing money from or whatever, that this is the time. And what makes it magical is that's what you hear in Jerry's solo. You don't hear, all the things that we quantify or qualify as a great guitar solo from a guitar player, musician, rhythm theory, melody perspective. What you hear is Jerry become that man with the pinch harmonics, the tone, bending through that root there, I mean, you hear the desperation of the man. The song is called Loser. This is why I love the Grateful Dead. This is a perfect recording of one of my favorite songs of theirs. I love it. Thank you guys so very much for watching. And again, I appreciate all of your support. For any of you that want to know how I view this fretboard, you want to freshen up on your chords, scales, theory, etc. that you see me use in these videos, or simpler still, you just want to support this channel and me doing free videos like this, please consider hitting the first link in the description and becoming a subscriber over my website at guitargate.com. It's only $10 and it allows me to do all of this because I don't do Patreon and YouTube makes no money, basically. So thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate it. And stay tuned for more Cornell 77 coming up the next few weeks. We're going to do them all every few videos or so. Cheers.